Hi, welcome to our short video introducing you to the best practice in home study skills. You'll need to be able to take notes and pause the video every now and then to reflect.
The aims of this session are as follows: to gain an insight onto your own way of managing time,
to develop a framework to help you balance studying with other priorities,
and to be able to control your studying and work at your best learning style. Now, this workshop is very much about taking control of your time and your studying and the way you study. And at the end of it, there will be some tasks for you to complete. Information enters your brain in three main ways: through sight, through hearing, and through touch. Now, this is quite a simplified way of describing a very complex process about how we receive information, but go with it.
visual learners learn by sight,
auditory learners learn by hearing and listening,
Tactile learners, or kinesthetic learners, learn by doing, by touch, by carrying out practical tasks. Now, all of us can learn in any of those styles or any other style. It's just that people tend to have a predominance in one or two of those styles. And we're going to find out what your predominance is.
Visual learners tend to prefer the visual stuff. So your mind maps, flashcards, diagrams, cartoons, they tend to get distracted in really wordy lectures. Is that you?
auditory learners like to hear the information. They might do well in lectures, read books out loud, or even listen to audiobooks. Sometimes they'll listen to music while they study. Is this one you?
Tactile or kinesthetic learners will create study sheets, will often prefer things like role play, will act out something, would prefer to make something rather than read about it. Now, maybe that's you. Now, it might be that you're a mixture of two of those, or maybe all three equally, but it's really useful to get to know your preference if you have one.
Now it's time to complete your own VAC questionnaire. The one we've got in the link below is a simple one, and there are more detailed ones available online. Pause the video here while you fill it in. Once you've done that, come back to us and press play.
Now, there are lots of other things you can do to really enhance and improve your study skills, such as the way that you organise your whole day or the way you organise your physical environment around you. Let's have a look at those now. So, for example, when you're studying, do you tend to sit upright or lounge?
Do you prefer working in the morning or in the evening?
Do you work well in short bursts or long stints?
Do you tend to use doodles or lists?
And do you better work in silence, or do you need to listen to music?
A really good exercise is to think back to a time when you were really enjoying your learning. This could be in school or college or somewhere else. What were the conditions like? What were the physical conditions like, your physical environment? What was the teacher like? What style of teaching were they using? Also, maybe think about what kind of resources you had around you to help you to learn. What time of the day was it? Was it in the morning or in the afternoon? Did that matter? The point is, all of these things tell you a little bit about how you learn best.
Now pause the video and make some notes on the ideal conditions for you to learn. This can go with your VAC survey to help you create the conditions for maximum productivity.
Now, another useful exercise is to make two lists. One list is all the things you have to do during the day, essential things. The other list is the things you'd like to do or you want to do. Now, quite often those two lists are uneven. Pause the video here and just work on those lists. See what they tell you about yourself.
Some stuff is essential, things that we have to do. Things like housework, homework, schoolwork, work, things like that. On your list, add on how long you spend on these things.
Then there's all the other stuff on your list, the non-essential tasks, the things that bring meaning to your life. such as checking Twitter and staring out the window. Again, can you try to quantify this?
Now, what you've probably got are loads of scribbles and notes, but that's fine. That's the very start of your action plan. Now, what we're going to do next is look at some of the top tips for making you the best studier you can be. Now, some of these top tips are just common sense. That's fine. Go with it, and you will come up with an action plan that will work for you at the end of this video. So, here's the top tips. In order to study at your very best, you need to study in your preferred learning style.
You need to make lists and notes to keep organised and in control.
You need to make sure you give yourself enough time to do your tasks properly and don't rush through them.
Now, if you're getting stressed, you need to take a little bit of time out and just relax your mind.
And make sure you prioritise. Do the most important tasks first. Here's a good starting point. This is basically about blocking your time to fit all the important things in. You can build in mindfulness and downtime and use different colours to show what's important or separate types of tasks. Make it work for you. This could be done on your phone calendar or on a piece of paper.
Now, this video comes with a pack of resources, templates that you can use. They're all adaptable. This one, for example, is just a simple list-making tool that allows you to order the things that you need to do and maybe prioritise them as well. And as we said before, you can add colours or doodles or notes, however you want to do it.
This one, on the other hand, is useful after a meeting or a tutorial when you have several actions to carry out afterwards.
This is another list. It can easily be enhanced with colours, or you can scale it with numbers for your priorities. To find this pack, it will be in the description below.
So, that's it. The important thing is to start making positive changes now.
Start to plan your study time using your notes and questionnaire.
Or you can make up your own plans.
So what are you waiting for? Get planning.